We've made it number 2 of the top 10 lessons of 10 years of being an executive coach. My favorite lesson of all: articulate the nebulous and hard to define behaviors, or it will always forever be hard to coach. What does that mean? It means that there are people in your workplace that you would describe to me as difficult or having an attitude or being combative, and they're just socially, they're so distracting here. They're so hard to work with. Nobody likes them. They're so difficult. But what am I supposed to do? They're not doing anything wrong. They're doing their job enough. I'm like, well, hold on. No, they are doing things that are distracting from the workplace that sound to be unprofessional. Let's describe these behaviors. Give me some scenarios. And once people start describing it to me, I'm hearing specific actions and behaviors that can be coached, because that's what you need to be doing, describing specific behaviors and actions. Because guess what? Rolling eyes is a behavior in action. Doing long, drawn-out sighs, following conversations around responsibilities, that is an action. Huffing around and acting in a way that clearly demonstrates that a disinterest in a conversation, those are behaviors. And I know they're hard to define and nebulous and feel as though they are, just a demonstration of a bad attitude, but they are doing behaviors that showcase that. Leaving people off of emails, and this, the passive aggressive, that's a really big one I hear a lot about. But if you think about it, you can find the words to describe it. And here's my little trick up my sleeve. It's called a pattern of behavior. So when you are starting to track and recognize all the things in the workplace, you will discover that they have a pattern of behavior that makes the individual a distraction from the workplace, that is consuming resources in the department, consuming resources in the organization, that it has to stop. This does circle back to why you do need to have a really clear vision or mission statement that somewhere includes the behaviors expected in the workplace, professionalism, teamwork, respect, those sort of behaviors, because then you can circle back and say, these pattern behaviors do not align with our documented standards of workplace performance, which include professionalism, respect, and teamwork. Okay, you see why I hammer all the time up front: have a clear vision, have a clear mission, have those mission statements and vision statements represent what you want to see in people, and then finally why you have to articulate what people do, because you will then see, and it will almost self-describe how their behaviors are in clear opposition to your vision and mission statement. And the goal is for everybody to change the behavior so they can be performing at the best. That's the goal. And we're either coaching them up to meet that, or we're going to coach them out because they are not doing it. But it begins with articulating it. Even if it's weird and funky, you can find ways to describe the behavior, but not using adjectives that describe the person. Difficult, passive-aggressive. Those don't work. You can't coach on that. Those are not behaviors that I can describe. So you look for behaviors you can describe and begin the coaching so you can get them where they need to be, whether that's in an elevated position, meeting their goals, or where they need to be, which is out of your company.